My name is Liz Hathway and this is my astrological look at the week ahead. That is the week starting 3 September 2018. So on Monday we have Mercury in Leo sextile Venus in Libra. This is a great sextile. It's a cooperative sextile. Sextiles are always about opportunities. So this is a great day for business. It's a great day for selling your ideas, particularly ideas that you're passionate about. Leo is a fire sign. It's concerned with the heart, things that really make you tick. So it's a good day to talk about anything that is connected to, what your heart desires. And Venus in Libra is very receptive. It's a sextile. This is an opportunity. On Wednesday, Mercury is in conjunct Mars, which is a challenge. This is an adjustment. Mars has been moving retrograde, which makes me think this is, something that Mars might have been brewing on for a while. Some criticism, some complaint, some animosity in a way, perhaps towards Mercury. And anyway, this could be a war of words. These sort of friction aspects, certainly, which with Mars can be quite sharp, can be quite intense and heated. But on Thursday we see Mercury moving into Virgo, which is an interesting shift. Mercury has moved into its own sign, so it is now ruler of the sun. So this is much more cooperative. This is much more, in a way, hands-on and decisive. When I think of Mercury in Virgo, I think of technical skills. I think of practical, hands-on approach to things. Mercury in Virgo is very clever. It's a very clever placement for Mercury. Handy, intelligent, can cut through things and can see very often, in very practical terms, what needs to happen. And this happens on Thursday, on the day that Saturn is going to go direct. Going direct does not mean, of course, that Saturn is immediately on speed. It's going to be quite slow for a while. So there's still this sense of weight. There's still this sense of heaviness with Saturn stationary. But the good news is on Friday, Mercury is on speed, comes up there, it takes Saturn and, trines Uranus. It's a grand trine on Friday between Uranus and Saturn. This is a really flowing energy, practical energy. Don't waste it. Really, this is a day you can really get things done. Because if you think about it, Saturn and Uranus are these two planets which are, almost opposites in a way, whereas Saturn is very much about the beaten track, about the tried and trusted way of doing things. It's about playing safe. Certainly now it's still quite slow moving. It's not, on top of its game yet, even though it's in its own sign. And then, Mercury comes in there and, kind of almost thrusts Uranus onto Saturn in a way. Because Uranus is very much about outside the beaten track, outside the box, thinking of ways to go around obstacles as opposed to through them. It's very much about new, innovative approaches. So this is a really exciting trine in many respects, and we can really, maybe also need to get someone on board who can give us a fresh view of things. A counsellor or someone who has a certain knack or know-how, which is very much this Mercury in Virgo sort of energy. And this is happening on Friday, on the day when the sun is opposite Neptune. Neptune, of course, is always the big distractor. This is where the Virgo sun can be a little bit unstuck. Neptune can present Virgo with so much information and so many facts, and so that even the sun in Virgo can sort of lose the sense of the whole. So this is a distraction. This is a difficult sort of sea to navigate in a way, setting priorities, really recognizing what it is that has to be done. But we can look at this in another way as well. The sun in Virgo and Neptune in Pisces are in double-bodied signs. They're immutable signs. They're very adaptable anyway. But this could also be what I find quite often with Pisces particularly is they kind of like two problems. We have the two fish there. So maybe work can be a useful and necessary distraction in a way to some problem that is confounding us, that we can't really get to the heart of yet. And maybe we should, give ourselves a bit of time out there, turn the phone off, don't go on Facebook, don't bother with social media, and just focus on work on Friday, because that way we can sort of, park that Sun-Neptune opposition, if you like. Saturday, Venus in Libra squares Mars, and this is in the very last degree of the signs, Libra, Capricorn. So this is a square, this is a conflict, this is a clash of interest, this is a different approach, two different approaches. It's quarrelsome, can be quite a quarrelsome square. But what we see is, of course, Venus is right on the edge of changing her allegiance. She's going to move on Saturday, shortly after that square. She's going to move into Scorpio, which means her allegiance changes, and she suddenly becomes on the side of Mars, if you like. She's working to support Mars. She's ruled by Mars. So, and Mars shortly after is going to change sign and move into Aquarius. And that's, going to set up, of course, a T-square here with Venus square Uranus, and of course as well Uranus square Mars. So this is a sort of a shifting, some things are shifting here with Uranus opposite Venus and both square Mars. So there's a kind of sense of some tension mounting here. But great week. We can look at that. I'll look at more closely at that T-square next week when it's really, in effect. But on Sunday we have the new moon in 17 degrees Virgo. That new moon is sextile Jupiter and trine Pluto. So it's kind of leading us in, if you like, to the final Jupiter sextile Pluto, which has been playing out throughout the year and will make its final finally sort of come together for the last time on the 12th of September. And this new moon is feeding into that. It's trine Pluto. So, and I always think of Virgo, sort of new moon Virgo, it's the cleanup squad. Look at the house where this new moon is falling, what, bigger issues are coming into play there. What really needs to, be turned around there? What needs to be rooted out? You can view it as a garden in a way, and you can look at things, thoughts and patterns as weeds, and you can have to root them out because it's taken us into this final Jupiter sextile Pluto. So there are things here in that house now that are going to come into focus that have, probably been in your mind for a while. This is something that needs to happen, if your soul is going to expand and grow. Jupiter in Scorpio is very much about learning and growth through that process of inner cleansing. Scorpio is very much about soul work and about working on the depth of your own being and sorting some fundamental things out and realigning yourself, Jupiter sextile Pluto, with actions and behavior which is going to promote growth. Okay, thank you for listening. If you would like a consult or would like me to look at your horoscope, I will be giving my email address. Please don't hesitate to contact me if you'd like more information. Otherwise, have a really great week and use that grand trine. A lot of planets in Earth at the moment, so make it real. Thanks for listening. Bye.